wine, and Terry's gonna start pouring. This is the rosé. It's a brand called Wine Sisterhood. Wine curated for women, by women, creating a community with women. We can't wait to share with you what this is. So that's the rosé. I'm gonna introduce you to Terry Wheatley in 1 second. Terry, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Thank you.
Here's the story. We're bringing you women-owned, women curated, the artwork on the bottles, amazing, by women as well. What's inside? Beautiful, amazing flavors. You've got your choice, 3 bottles or 12 bottles. The 3-bottle count in the rosé, 1, 2, 3, you get all 3 bottles, is gonna be that easy pay of $8.80. So you can get all in the rosé. I'm gonna come over here on the other side. All in the Chardonnay, all 3 bottles in the Chardonnay, or all 3 bottles in the Petite Syrah for that $8.80. There is actually a combo, which is across the way in the 3 bottles, so you can get 1 of each. But I'm gonna go down front just to let you know, and I'll swing back around the combo. The 12-bottle count, which is so cool, you can get all of one varietal, and that's not usually how we do here at QVC. Usually you've gotta get a mix of reds or a mix of whites. Nope, you can get all 12 bottles in the Petite Syrah. You can select to have all 12 bottles in that Chardonnay, all 12 bottles in that rosé, or the mix is available where you're gonna get 4 bottles of each. Now, you're gonna save almost $52 when you bounce up from the 3-bottle count to the 12-bottle count, and that brings it to $10 and change a bottle. Here's where I recommend you live, saving that $51.94. But there is, I'll just remind you, if you thought, you know what, I just wanna try these bottles and I wanna try these flavors, there is a variety pack in the 3-bottle count. That's unusual as well. So that's the setup, but Terry Whitfield is a woman, you've been in the wine industry, you've headed up wine companies in the past 40 years. You wanted to do something and kind of change the landscape of wine. I'm gonna take a sip of the rosé, but tell us the reason that you created Wine Sisterhood, and then we'll go into taste.
Well, Wine Sisterhood was, as you said, created by women for women. And what we wanted to do was bring together a community where we could connect with wine, food, and really friendship. And this was our way of doing that.
I love it. Okay, so you've been in wine, you're deeply steeped in wine, and you know everything about grapes and terroir and the whole 9 yards. Tell us about the rosé that you brought us today.
The rosé, taste a little bit, and I believe you'll taste strawberries in a glass. I mean, that is fresh and fruity, and if you like Moscato, you're going to love this. It's 94% made from Zinfandel, but everything else in it, a little bit of Sauvignon Blanc, a little bit of Muscat, which is how you make Moscato. So to me, this is sweet, fresh, and just inviting. It's just biting into a bowl of strawberries.
We're already in spring. It's exactly what you want. And as Terry said, if you like Moscato, this is exactly where you're gonna go. And I know as presenting wine to our QVC customer, Moscato is usually where you start. Get into the rosé, put on that little pink dress and slip into a rosé. Then you poured us the Chardonnay. Tell us about the Chard.
The Chardonnay, now this is actually 85% Chardonnay, but the other thing that's in here is Viognier. And if you smell that a little bit, that's the real florals that come out. It's a little bit like a green apple. A little bit green apple, but finished with butterscotch.
Ooh, nice.
And so that smooth, round, rich, but a little bit of oak, because a lot of people don't like oak on their Chardonnay. I happen to love kind of this fresh,
with a little bit of butterscotch in there, the apple, the butterscotch.
Absolutely.
And then finally we have a Petite Syrah. So we'll pour that as well. You wanted to do a rosé, a white, and a red, bringing all of us. And by the way, everyone is loving the rosé right now at $43. That's about $14 and change a bottle. The rosé singularly is our most limited opportunity. So if that's where you're going, and I want you to think about all the open houses you're having, all the brunches that you're having, all the parties, retirement parties. Rosé is a perfect way to welcome somebody into your house with a glass of a rosé.
It is.
Petite Syrah, tell us about this one.
If you love, this to me is a secret of California. These wines are all from California. And if you really love a Cabernet, this is a Petite Syrah with a little bit of Syrah, a little bit of Cabernet, a little bit of Merlot.
Talk to me about the notes.
The blend, to me it's chocolate. It's just, like you're tasting plum, a bowl of cherries. So if you're tasting
chocolate and cherries.
Yeah, if you're tasting strawberries here,
Yeah.
you're tasting cherries here. Yes, the chocolate, the mocha, it's delicious.
And we have lots of chocolate items in the show, by the way. Let me remind you what's happening, and then I'm going to welcome in my dear love Alberti, who's my TV husband, as you know. So the rosé, all 3 bottles, $8.80. Again, this is a brand made for women, by women, curated by, but a woman who's steeped in the knowledge of wine. So it isn't just like, oh, it's a women-owned company. She's been the boss of many companies that you and I know and love when it comes to wines. So $8.80 on all rosé. There is a mix in the 3 bottles.
Ooh, I love
Bertie,
that.
you know,
Yeah.
we love that.
They're beautiful.
And then going to the other side, you can get all 3 bottles in the Chardonnay, which is perfect as we're
Which
going
one?
spring.
The
or
rosé,
all
for
3
sure.
bottles
Thank
in the
you.
Petite Syrah. When you go down to the 12-bottle count, which is what I recommend, remember, we're shipping these to you for free. And a case of wine weighs 38+ pounds that you get directly to your door, given by us. There's an auto delivery on this, which means maybe you start with all Petite Syrah, and then you move to all the Chardonnay, and then you move to all the rosé, or you're like, you know what, I'm gonna start with the mixed bottle, which is what we recommend, and then with your auto delivery happening, you can switch your varietal on the back end. It's gonna come to you every 90 days, and 133882 is your item
Do you
number.
have a graduation
Yes.
coming up? Get the
Get
case of the rosé.
mixed. Oh, or the rosé as well.
Yes,
And the mixed.
because this is so celebratory and
Isn't it?
beautiful and refreshing. And here's the thing that I love about this rosé.
Yeah.
Because this works really well with like charcuterie and cheese boards. It works beautifully with a dessert, and you got people coming over just for cake. This is the best thing ever. But also like a fresh salad and this.
Watermelon salad.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
so good
yes.
with feta. Oh,
We
with
love a
mint.
watermelon
We love
salad.
that.
Yeah.
Always doing watermelon
So
salads.
watermelon, strawberries. Oh gosh.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
have to tell a quick story. I came in the other day. The bottle was empty, and my daughter had plucked a tulip. You can set this on your.
Oh, that's lovely. And
so
like a little
pretty.
vase.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
honestly, because the artistry work, that's
Yes,
your
it-
mom's, right?
It's my
It's your-
it's
it's your-
inspired by my
by-
mom. My mom was a master gardener.
Okay, Master Gardener, thank you.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
And then the artwork is done by a woman, though.
A woman, yes.
Well,
The artwork
Terry,
on each
here's what I
one.
will say. When
Look how
we
pretty they are.
before we started the show, I said these are like a gift, like a greeting card, all in one. I almost would write like
birthday
Happy
card.
Mother's Day,
Mother's Day.
Happy Birthday, right there, or like I don't even want to ruin the label because they're so beautiful. But this is. How much does this break down to per bottle in the 12 count?
In the 12 count, it's $10.30-something cents.
Remember
I mean,
when
honestly.
my dad turned 70?
And you
I
bought
spent
the card.
$11 on his card.
birthday card.
Yes, on the card. You're getting the whole bottle, and it's just as beautiful, if not more beautiful, than the card that I bought him.
So you want to try the Chardonnay? Let's give Bertie some Chardonnay too, because that's I think that's my glass.
I'll grab.
I'll share
grab.
with you. I'll
That's
share-
all
I
right.
can share
No.
for-
I
yeah.
have.
Okay.
I have.
Okay, you
I
got
have.
it.
I have for you.
Okie dokie.
Have for you.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
Bertie's
You're
going to
so
taste the
sweet. Thank
Chardonnay.
you.
Let's
Thank you.
taste that.
Okay. And I heard you say, oh
Green
my
apples.
gosh. No,
Green
I heard you say
apples.
like a caramel or something in
Yeah.
here.
Butterscotch.
Yes.
Butterscotch.
Oh yeah. There's a little bit of oak on it, not enough to overpower it
Are
because I
you
love.
kidding?
Nice, right?
You know, can I just say, I
Super
say
bright.
this, I don't usually like Chardonnay.
Nope.
Right? This is beautiful. If you're the person that loves a Moscato, if you love, again, like a really light, beautiful rosé, this one actually tends towards the sweeter side of the palate than a traditional Chardonnay, I would say, or more neutral at least is what I would say.
Vanilla.
Yes.
The butterscotch. Yes.
It's not heavy, it's not oaky, it's not sharp by any means. It almost goes down as smooth as water,
And I
if you
also-
ask me.
and I think
right, it
it's-
really does.
And it's so lovely because we've got so many seafood opportunities here in the show that the Chardonnay would be great
Oh,
with
I
any
love
of the
that.
seafood that we have in the show. And honestly, again, each one of these bottles, I feel like I should take
the
a Chardonnay
Petite
bottle
Syrah,
up
yeah.
front so you could see the artwork. Again, maybe you're choosing by the artwork, maybe you're choosing by the varietal, maybe you're choosing by the count. You want to try all 3 in the 3 count for $8 and change, or you want to try the 12 bottle. Let me give you an update on what's happening. If you want the rosé, 3 dozen left in the 3 count, my love, or which one? Oh, 3 dozen left in the rosé. How many left in the Chardonnay? 1 dozen left in the Chardonnay.
in the 3 count or in the 12 count.
Or in the 3 and the 12 count. Wow. The Syrah is last call. You're saving almost $52 on the case. If you want the mix.
Oh, yes.
3-bottle count.
Get mixed.
700 remaining. In the 12-bottle count, 500 remaining. You've got to get
That with a
this
steak,
home.
that with a burger.
If you're having an open house, a graduation,
Barbecue.
get the mixed case and get the rosé case.
Yeah.
And get it on auto delivery so that you lock in this price, you lock in this $10 and change value with the 12-bottle count. It's M133882. We say why auto delivery? Because you save almost $52 every time it's shipped to you.
Yep.
It's shipped to you for free. And you can pull this shipment up forward if you're having a celebration. You can push it back if you're having a celebration.
And of course, you can change the flavors on the back end. So maybe you're picking up, you know, the combo, and then you turn it into all rosé one time. Then you turn it into, you know, the petite Syrah for the holidays. Come the spring, the fall time, and the winter time.
Absolutely, Terry. Thank you so much for bringing this to us. It's beautiful, flavorful, delicious. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Hey,
We
listen,
appreciate you.
pair that Chardonnay